Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video for Tower Fantasy. My name is Ventus. What's good? Alright, guys, in this Tower Fantasy Guide video, I'm going to explain to you everything that you need to know about Tower Fantasy's wish system, as far as how the pity works, what all different types of currency is, everything that you need to know about the system so you can make better decisions when you start going in and making those wishes and spending your money. Now, really quickly, if you're new here, please do me a huge favor and sub to the channel and turn those notifications on, and let us try to get at least 30 likes on this video, especially if the video was helpful to you. Alright, so let's get right into this. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is the different types of currencies in the wish system, so you know exactly what's going on. So when you first go to the summoning thing, you're going to see this screen right here, and this is the gold banner. Alright, the gold banner is just the basic banner, and it's got a set amount of characters on it. I'll just go over really quickly the characters that you will be able to get. So you can get Rosy Edge Meryl, Icewind Arrow, that's Tsubasa, Absolute Zero, that's Coco Ritter, which I just got last night, Scythe of the Crow, which is King, Chakra of the Seas, which is Shiro, Negating Cube, which is Zero, my personal favorite, Dual EM Stars, Samir, Molten Shield V2, Huma, Thunderblade, which is Crow, the Gurren Blade, Claudia, Flaming Revolver, which is Cobalt B, Venus, which is Nemesis, is a really good character, Balmung, that's Frigg, Spark, that's Ruby, and then Heartstream, that's Saki Fua. Those are all the SSR characters that you're able to get, and then of course you can get these trash SR characters. Alright, so every time you get one of these trash SR characters, and every time you pull one of these SSR characters, you are going to get a currency. Alright, so the currency is this. Let's talk about currency real quick. Alright, so I just brought up my cursor by pressing triangle and square, and I'm going to show you from left to right. So you got this currency, which looks like a little gold triangle, then you got this gold like orb thing, then you got this black cube, then you got this blue cube. Okay, so this black is called black gold. Alright, I was going to call it black triangle. This gold triangle is called black gold. Alright, so every time you do a wish, you do a 10 pull, you're going to get a number of black gold. Every time you get like a duplicate copy of an SR or an SSR, you get a number or an amount of black gold. And what that enables you to do is you can go to the store and you can spend 120 of these things to buy a weapon if you already have that weapon. So let's just say you've done a 10 pull and you have like 17 characters, and you want to get a duplicate copy of one of the characters that you have without wishing for it. You can go to the store and you can get one of these characters. See, these are all the characters that I have. I've got Molten Shield V2, I've got Dual EM Stars, Scythe of the Crow. I have all these different wings, all these different things. So if I wanted to, once per week, I can get a copy of these characters. Now you see it says limit 2 per week. You can only do that twice in a week. I've already got my Heartstream for the week, and I've already got my my Negate Cube for the week, so I only have one more left of those if I want to upgrade those to the next level. So every time you buy a duplicate copy or get a duplicate copy of a weapon, it just basically increases the weapon's abilities, and it unlocks a new ability for them, and you can look at that at the weapons character sheet. Alright, so that's what you do with black gold. Now, what you actually spend to do the banner is what's called as gold nucleus, applied to the purchase of selected weapons with gold nucleus special orders, not usable for limited orders. Alright, so gold nucleus is only used for this gold banner, and this gold banner is going to stay there. Every so often they will update the gold banner, and there will be more SSRs that you can pull on it. Right now, like I said, the basic list that you can pull for SSRs are just these characters. Alright, and so what's really good about these gold nukes is that there's actually a cool method of farming these gold nukes in the game. If you just go to your game, you can press square and triangle together to bring up your cursor. You press this little diamond thing right here in the corner next to the minimap. You see my cursor right there. Press that, and then you can press R2, and then you press square, and it's going to tell you where the next gold nucleus is. So it makes farming gold nuclei super, super easy. So, you know, just as an aside, if you are done with your questing for the day, if you're capped on your level, you don't know what else to do, this is a great thing to do, to go to these different maps and farm for these gold nukes. So once you get 10 gold nukes, you can do a 10 pull, or you can just do a single pull by pressing L2. Pressing R2 will do the 10 if you have the 10. I suggest waiting until you get 10, so it makes it a lot easier. Alright, so the next currency on the list is this, Dark Crystals. Everybody should be familiar with Dark Crystals, but if you're not, Dark Crystals are basically what you use in the shop to buy stuff. So I'm going to bring up the shop really quickly. Alright, so if you go down to Hot, alright, so if you go down to Hot, you see all these different things. You can buy vitality that lets you do missions, you know, more. You can buy gold nukes. I don't suggest you buy gold nukes ever, but if you are in a dire situation and you farmed for like an hour and you're almost there, there's, you know, there are certain situations where buying gold nukes are acceptable, but generally speaking, with your dark crystals, you're gonna spend those on red Nucleus because the game is very stingy about giving you red Nucleus. They don't give those things out very freely, so that's why when you get 150 dark crystals, you should always spend it on red Nuclei so you can get the new, or the banner that's out now. You can just use dark crystals for pretty much anything here. You got choice materials that you can spend your dark crystals on to get different items and stuff to upgrade different things. There's this hot right here. This calls for Tanium, which I'll talk about Tanium in just a second. And then we've got popular packs. All right, and then we've got Tanium, redeemable for items in the store. Tanium is the currency that you buy with money. Tanium can be transformed into dark crystals after you've like bought everything you need to buy, because there are special limited things. So if you go back to the shop, okay, and then you go down to purchase reward, this is how you purchase your Tanium for real money, and that Tanium is then translated. If you go here, you can press the little plus. I brought up my cursor again, you see that? I can press the little plus sign right here on dark crystals, and it transforms the Tanium to dark crystals. But what you really want to do before you do that is you want to go to the limited gift pack, and there are a bunch of different bundle deals here that you can choose to buy with your Tanium. Alright, so I definitely suggest doing that. Everything that gives you red Nuclei, I 1000% suggest that you do. This 980 for 10, that's a really good deal. Or another type of currency in the game, when you go over to the Matrices galore, these are pertaining to weapon chips. You see right here, my cursor's over this thing. This is a weapon chip. It's a gold weapon chip, an SSR weapon chip, and then you have this blue, and that's sort of like a trash weapon chip. So in the game, your weapons are kind of like your characters over in Genshin Impact. You can put, for all intents and purposes, weapon chips are like artifacts over in Genshin Impact. Instead of putting armor on your character with that kind of changes what they do, you put weapon chips on your weapons to give them special bonuses and benefits. So if I go to my backpack and I'll go to weapons and then I'll go to matrices, so you have all these different sort of like little weapon chips that you can use. Some are better than others. You've got the SSR grade, which is gold, which are the best. You can put 2 pieces of these on your weapon chips, and there's an effect. You can put 4 pieces, and there's an effect. And they have to be corresponding to each other. So you can have like 2-piece crow, which increases crit damage, or you can have a 2-piece Frig, which increases frost attack by 8% with a lot of extra stuff behind it. And then they have the lower grade, which is SR, which is probably what you're going to have the most of, and these have really good benefits as well. You're going to have like 3 of these. There's 4 weapon chips in a set, but you can have 3 of them to activate the effect. Like choosing pepper, which is my favorite, increases speed of obtaining weapon charge by 10%. So that's how you put weapon. Those are weapon chips that you put on your. And if you want more information about weapon chips and what weapon chips to put on your different weapons, just let me know in the comments, and I'll probably make another video about it. All right, so on the screen they have 2 different types of currency. They have this. This is the base chip. So basically, the base chip is used at the store. When you have 80 base chips, you can choose a box, right? And this box only contains 1 weapon chip, okay? Which kind of sucks, but you get to choose what weapon chip that you have. So let's just say you have 3 kings weapon chips that you got randomly, and you need 1 more, and you have like a duplicate copy of like 2 of them, and you keep getting duplicate copies. Well, if you get 80 of these weapon chips, your base chips, you can come here and you can choose which weapon chip for the king weapon chip set that you want, and that'll complete your 4 set. Or if you only have 1, like me right now, I only have 1 0 chip. So if I wanted to, I could get 80, come here, buy the second chip for 0, and put it wherever I want it, and give me the special benefit for the 2-piece chip set for 0. The next currency here is this proof of purchase. You probably have these in your inventory and don't know how to use them. I remember when I first started playing, I had this, I didn't know how to use it. So proof of purchase is used here. It's basically just like 1 gold wish, 1 gold Nuclei. This is something that you wish for. You press L2 here, and then you can wish, and it just gives you a chance of getting an SSR, SR, or a blue one. So if you look at the more info here, these are all the different types of weapon chips that you can get. It's kind of like a gold banner on weapon chips. You get the basic characters weapon chips. You can get all of these. All right, so next, especially that's going on right now as of the making of this video. I don't know when these banners are going to go away. I'm pretty sure they publish that information sometime, but I think like now is the time that you need to be on your grind if you're ever going to be on your grind, because once these banners are gone, they're going to be gone. They have three, well, technically like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 like special banners up right now, which is freaking insane to have this many banners up at the time. So this is the time for you to start grinding those dark crystals so you can buy those gold nuclei or red nuclei so you can get on these banners. All right, so now how these banners work. Now this is really cool. All right, so they have right now Yulan is up, they have Ming Jing, which is up, which is Zeke, and then they have free pickup chance, which allows everybody to go back and get all the characters that have been published previously that you've missed, so you can have a chance to get these characters. Okay, so first let's talk about Yulan. Now Yulan has her own banner, and what that means is when you get 120 of these flame gold, and flame gold is, for all intents and purposes, this is the same thing as black gold. So once you get 120 of these flame golds, this only works for the Yulan banner. You go to the store, you can spend 120 of these things, and you can get a copy of Yulan if you are like losing your 50-50, you're losing your pity, you're just not getting the character. Or if you have got the character and you have a number of black gold, you can spend that and you can get another copy of the character and upgrade her a little bit. Her store only has her stuff in it. If you have weapon chips, which are called special vouchers, so like in the gold, they're called proof of purchase, but in the red, they're called overclocking chips is what they're called. If you have this overclocking chips at 80, you can buy whatever weapon chip that you want if you're missing weapon chips. You can also do a matrix special order. You can press square, and then if you have a number of special vouchers, like I said earlier, this is what a special voucher looks like. Now, these special vouchers aren't specific to Yulan. Once you get 10 of these, you can use these special vouchers on any banner, right? You just press square, and you can use the special vouchers on any character. So once you do a number of red pulls, you see that my bar down there, it's at 61 out of 80, all right? 61 out of 80. It's at 80 because once you hit 80 pulls, you are guaranteed an SSR. That's going to be your 50-50. You're not guaranteed to get the character that you want on any specific banner. Like right now, if I did this on Coupled Flowers to get this weird whip character, and I did the 10 pull, I'm not guaranteed to get this character. However, I am guaranteed to get an SSR. So if I go through, like, okay, I'm on the free pickup chance right now, right? So looking at more info, these are the characters that I have a chance to get. I can get the banner character, or I can get one of these other basic characters that are in the normal gold banner. All right, you will get one of these SSRs, and there's like a, what's this, a base chance, 0.75%, overall chance, including guarantee, 2% chance. So you have a very small chance. So I think it's something like, during this limited event, the base chance of obtaining an SSR weapon is 0.75%, with an overall chance of 2%, including guarantee. You are guaranteed to obtain at least one SSR weapon every 80 special orders, which are wishes. Total orders fewer than 80 roll over to the next event. The SSR weapon you obtain has a 50% chance of being the current chance up pool's Clover Cross. So Clover Cross is what this is, I believe. See, that's Clover Cross, right? So you have a 50% chance of getting that weapon. And what's cool about this, right, specifically talking about right now, you see how that bar is at 61 of 80 there? It's going to be 61 of 80 on the Ming Jing banner. It's going to be 61 of 80 on the Kind Fist banner for Yulan. So what I've been doing, I've been pulling on the Ming Jing banner, so I can get more duplicates of Ming Jing, because I want Ming Jing to be as strong as possible. That's the character that I want to get duplicates of, because I have a couple of them, right? So I've been pulling to get these duplicates, all right? But once I get to 79, I am going to use that 80th pull on a specific banner that I definitely want to try to get that 50-50 for, because you're not guaranteed to get the character at all up until 79. you have a chance of getting the character. It's possible that you get the character. What you are also doing at the same time is building up flame gold or black gold. It's not really black gold because gold banners are black gold, but you're building up flame gold, right? Which I did this once already, and that's how I got like 3 copies of Ming Jing, or 2 copies of Ming Jing. I think I got 3 copies, 2 or 3 copies of Ming Jing. All right, so I've got copies of Ming Jing. I pulled 2, which I got the character first, and then I got 2 more, which makes them 2 stars, and one of those stars of Ming Jing that I got was a random pull, and the other one was 120 black gold that I built, saved up, so I went to the store, and I was able to go ahead and purchase the Onyx Tortoise, which is another copy of Ming Jing. Alright, so, looking at my bar down there, I am at 70 of 80 pity right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull on the Fiona banner, because Fiona is a character that I use a lot, but the character that I actually want to have a 50-50 chance of getting is Yulan. So I'm going to try to manipulate the system and try to make it work for me. I'm going to do 9 single pulls on Fiona and get that bar all the way up to 79, and then on the 80th pull, I'm going to go to Yulan to try to guarantee that I get a copy of Yulan. It's not guaranteed, you understand, but I have a better chance of getting Yulan on the 50-50 than I do on a regular, summon. So let's put it on Fiona, and I'm just going to do L2 for a single pull. Does it turn gold? Nope, it's a fail. We're at 78, super close. This is the last one before I go to Yulan banner and try for my 50-50. So let's go one last time on the Fiona banner, and hopefully this one will be it. It has to be it. It's a fail. Alright, so I have spent as many red Nucleus as I can to get my pity bar all the way to 80, or 79. So now I have a choice of whatever banner I want to go to on the red Nucleus banners to get that 80th pull to get my pity pull. It's going to be a guaranteed SSR. It has a 50% chance of being the banner character. I want my 50% chance to be on Yulan, so I'm going to spin that last 79, 80, that 80th pull on Yulan, and keep my fingers crossed that I do win the 50-50 and I get Yulan. Now, if I don't win the 50-50, I have a chance of getting one of the basic gold banner SSRs, which isn't going to be bad at all, unless it's a crappy character, like Tsubasa or Coco Ritter. Alright, so fingers crossed that on this 50-50, I win a second copy of Yulan. It's going to turn gold regardless because this is the 80th pity pool. It's going to give me the SSR. Which SSR is it going to be? 50% chance that it's going to be Yulan. And it is Scythe of the Crow. I lost the 50-50. I got Scythe of the Crow from the regular gold banner. Them's the breaks. Now, once you do get a duplicate copy of a character, if you don't know what to do, you go to your backpack, you go to your weapons, and then you go to the warehouse. You find Scythe of the Crow right here. Select them, and then go to upgrade by pressing square. And then you're going to go press down on the D-pad to advance, and then you're going to advance him because you now have, and I'll bring up my cursor, you have what is called a Scythe of the Crow fusion core, or whatever character it is that you have a duplicate copy for, whatever SSR you have a duplicate. It works for SR characters too, so you should probably go and advance your SR characters if you haven't done that. So I have a Scythe of the Crow fusion core, which I can use now to advance my Scythe of the Crow. And that actually changed because I now have 3 stars of Scythe of the Crow. It changed the way he looks. It changes the way the character looks. It changes the way the character weapons look. So this is what the rank 2 Scythe of the Crow looks like. Just a giant red scythe with chains around it. Alright guys, and that's going to be it for this video. I hope I explained everything well. If I didn't, if there's something you still have a question about, go ahead and drop that question down in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it. If you're down in the comments and you see a question and you know the answer to that question, please feel free on my behalf to answer that question. If you have a question about anything else about Tower of Fantasy that's not even related to this, go ahead and drop that in the comments as well and I'll do my best to either answer you in reply, or if it's a bigger question that needs a lot more explanation, I'll make a video on it and I'll credit you in the video and say, hey, you asked this question and I'm answering it for you. I think there's somebody who actually asked this question. So this video was actually made for low-key Eli. He says, pity guide, I'm still confused on how I never got a second SSR after my guaranteed 80th pull. So buddy, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope this was an answer for you. You're not guaranteed a SSR character that you're pulling for in the banner, but you will get an SSR regardless for the 50-50. To get that guaranteed SSR, you're going to have to get 120 flame gold or black gold to go to their store and then purchase that character that you want with 120 or 180 flame gold or black gold. All right, so that's going to be it for me. I hope this was able to help. Again, my name is Ventus SGN, and have a great rest of your day. Peace out.